Welcome guys, today I'm gonna quickly look at what's currently going on the market. We can call this a state of market, but we don't really know the state because everything is broken right now. As you can see, CS tracker opening numbers are heavily inaccurate. They are more than double from last month, and they even said here now that they are heavily inaccurate. Same is for the market cap on Price Empire or anything. Price Empire currently doesn't even load for me. So we need to do a bit of eye check and like look at it into ourselves, into like specific cases. Right now, I'll be mostly looking at covers. I'll start with M4A1 Hyper Beast, which is from Chroma 2 collections. These are quite desirable as the Chromas were the cases with OG knives, OG Dopplers, and mostly the OG Dopplers are the chase skins there, but the good finishes on OG knives. So these are opened a lot. As we can see, they started stagnating a few days ago and now are slowly but surely decreasing its price. We can see it over all marketplaces that this is the case. They've been rising for a long time. Let's say it's just the 2 weeks from the market crash or so. The data before is not that important, but yet they've been rising for the 2 weeks and now they started stagnating and slowly going down. Same on Steam Marketplace as well. When we take a look at another example, which is MP9 Starlight Protector from Dreams and Nightmares, Emerald Butterfly, also super popular. And here we can see even bigger drop. Similar story. It was increasing for the 2 or so weeks. Maybe it's 3 weeks now. No, whatever. And now it's stagnating and it dropped by 10 or so euros already for the lowest listed compared to the peak of it. And I think it doesn't even show the highest prices. This might have been higher at some point. On buff, we can see this is even more dramatic. This was a big jump, probably someone must bought, and now it's decreasing. Steam, same story as before, was going up, peaked, now decreasing by 20 or so %. Why is this happening, you might ask? Is it was it overpumped? Was it overhyped? Is it now over? Are the prices going back down? Because we haven't reached the equilibrium of the trade-ups yet. It should go that the trade-ups will be not profitable. They should be on average around 80 or 90% ROI, maybe even 70 for some that have like really big wins, because people will still be chasing these huge wins, especially like OG glove cases and so on. So they should be even lower than 100%. Now they settled around 100 and now things are dropping, but the knives are dropping as well. I don't have any specific example here, but maybe I can find some real quick. Okay, so I pulled up a few knives here. First is just Van La Karambit. We can see that it peaked around 2nd of November, and from there it's slowly but surely decreasing. It dropped by around 350 euros now. Second, Stiletto Marble Fate, very similar, pretty much the same. Peaked November 2nd, going down from there. And Skeleton Feint, same story, peaked November 2nd, going down from there. So we can see that the knives have reached their maximum on November 2nd. There was then a bigger supply, bigger influx of new knives coming, and the demand slowly started dropping because knives were not on such a big sale then, and people become bearish on knives at some point around here earlier. At the end of October, right after the market crash, beginning of November, people were bullish on the golds because they were too low. But here they reached their breakpoint when they got into their, let's say, fair prices at the time, and from there on they are dropping because supply is increasing and the demand is not as high because the hype for this is over. We can see that the hype for the red arrived a bit later, or it was holding a bit longer. But last week, especially, there was a lot of purchases. A lot of people have been able to buy these on, let's say, when we take a look a week from now, it was 55 euro for Starlight Protector on float. But when we take a look at buff around the same date, we can see that it was 44. So there was like, or 46. So there was like 20-ish %, something below that, difference between these two marketplaces. And in some skins, I have Glock Bullet Queen here. I'm sure it was this one. I remember looking at these, and the prices have been kind of crazy for these. Yeah, it was 45, around 45 on float. Meanwhile, on buff, on second, it was 34. Okay, so it's not that big, but you could have got them on for 32 or so as well. I remember getting some around 30 just a week ago. Now they are, or shortly after that, they went to 45. They went close to 50 on float as well, and now they're dropping down. That's because there's a lot of supply now. When we look at the listing, you can see that there is firstly a shit ton of them, and look at the listing times: 10 minutes, 4 hours, 23, 23, 23. Like, this is one person that has 5 of them, right? Now 42 hours, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. A lot of people bulk bought cards as an investment on even when the market crashed, or just a week ago when they were still profitable, to just arbitrage sell on the other side. And now they are doing so. So they are dumping them on float. And that's why prices are going down, because people are undercutting. There is a lot of fresh new supply. You can see that, okay, here are some 8 days ago, but most of these we've seen have been in hours or minutes, right? And that's a lot of them. But when I open this, we can see there's still a lot of demand, right? Like, all of the purchases here, I'm not sure if it's like 30 purchases here or something like that, but they are all in 6 hours. So people are still buying these because they are getting cheap again, and the trade ups are getting profitable once again for these prices. So I think they will bounce back from these, all the cards, not just the Bullet Queen. This is just example I'm showing it on. But I think they'll bounce from here and go back up a bit more. Now it's just a lot of supply, so I would hold on to yours if you have some. Or you can cry or trade up. You can see for these prices, something like the Bullet Queens should be profitable. So yeah, that's everything from me. Just a short look at it. We don't know, as I mentioned at the beginning, we don't know both cases currently, so I don't want to go into them. It's kind of hard to predict. It seems that once the prices stabilize, the cases might become a bit better. But currently, I don't think there is as much interest in opening cases as there is in doing trade ups. So people are mostly trade upping right now. But cases will come back because now it's hype, and bigger streamers will be able to do this because you get gold from every one of them, right? Not just from, I don't know, one of 300 cases when you are lucky, right? You can spend hours opening cases and get nothing, so the stream isn't that interesting as if you do 5 gold trade ups and you just get 5 golds. So yeah, streamers will keep doing these, but normal people, your average players, won't be doing trade ups as much, but they will be opening cases here and there. So we'll see how this affects case opening numbers. I think they should be fine. But yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.